Nelson Mandela, the iconic leader of the anti-apartheid movement and the first Black president of South Africa, stands as a towering symbol of leadership, resilience, and forgiveness. His life's journey is a testament to the power of reconciliation and the ability to overcome even the most daunting of challenges. Born in 1918 in a small village in the Eastern Cape of South Africa, Mandela's early life was marked by the injustices of apartheid, a brutal system of racial segregation and discrimination. Despite the obstacles placed in his path, he pursued an education and went on to study law, becoming a lawyer who stood up for the rights of his fellow Black South Africans. Mandela's involvement in the struggle against apartheid led him to the African National Congress, ANC, a political party committed to ending racial segregation in South Africa. His dedication to the cause earned him both admiration and enmity. The apartheid regime responded with repression, imprisoning Mandela and many other activists. Mandela's time in prison spanned 27 years, during which he endured hardships, isolation, and separation from his family. Yet he never wavered in his commitment to the cause of equality. Instead of succumbing to bitterness or hatred, he demonstrated a remarkable capacity for forgiveness. It was Mandela's steadfast determination and capacity for reconciliation that set him apart as a leader. In 1990, as apartheid began to crumble, he was released from prison, and his message shifted from one of resistance to one of unity and forgiveness. Mandela recognized that for South Africa to heal and move forward, forgiveness and reconciliation were necessary. He said, "The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear." Mandela's leadership in the negotiations to dismantle apartheid and establish a multiracial democracy was marked by his remarkable ability to build bridges between people of different backgrounds and beliefs. In 1994, South Africa held its first multiracial democratic elections, and Mandela was elected as its first Black president. He symbolized the triumph of forgiveness over vengeance and the hope for a brighter future. Under his leadership, South Africa embarked on a path of truth and reconciliation, acknowledging the injustices of the past while striving for a more inclusive and just society. This process allowed for a peaceful transition from apartheid to democracy and laid the foundation for the healing of a deeply divided nation. Mandela's legacy goes beyond his political achievements. His humility and commitment to forgiveness serve as an enduring example of moral leadership. He once stated, "Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies." His words remind us of the destructive nature of holding on to bitterness and the liberating power of forgiveness. In his post-presidential years, Mandela continued to work for peace, reconciliation, and human rights, both within South Africa and around the world. He remained an advocate for social justice and a symbol of hope for people facing oppression and discrimination. Nelson Mandela's life story teaches us that forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but a mark of true strength. It demonstrates that leadership is not just about power and influence, but about the capacity to inspire, unite, and uplift. It shows us that even in the face of the most profound injustices, individuals can rise above their circumstances and lead with dignity and grace. As we reflect on the life of Nelson Mandela, we are reminded that the journey to triumph, to leadership, and to forgiveness is not always an easy one. It requires resilience, sacrifice, and an unwavering commitment to justice. Mandela's life serves as an enduring example of how, even in the most challenging of circumstances, one can overcome adversity and transform a nation through the power of forgiveness, reconciliation, and the indomitable spirit of leadership. His legacy will continue to inspire generations to come, reminding us that the pursuit of a just and compassionate world is a noble endeavor worth every sacrifice.